May. In my house, May is the time to put away all the flannel sheets and to finally trust that the weather has warmed up enough that it's time to switch out the winter clothes. So join me as I deal with our burgeoning sheets collection. I'm also going to switch my girls' wardrobes from fall, winter to summer. If you have children and you've been blessed with lots of hand-me-downs like we have, you might know that hand-me-downs can get pretty overwhelming and take up a lot of space. It's something that I'm constantly struggling with, and I've made some strides, and in this video I'm going to show you some techniques that I've used and some new ones I adapted just now after reading Marie Kondo's book to keep the clothes clutter to a minimum and keep our drawers so we can see what's in there and actually end up with a matching outfit on a daily basis. So come along with me and let's get started. My sheets collection has been a kind of slow growing headache for the past few years as I haven't thrown anything away, and I've acquired some new things from buying them or hand-me-downs, and we got a different size bed, so there was that whole thing, and we've got guest beds and people coming to stay, so I have not gotten rid of any sheets in a really long time. And even though I really do have plenty of storage, which I will share with you later in the video, I have way too much of everything, and a lot of it is just not that great. So I dragged absolutely everything out from all of the closets and dressers where I keep sheets, and dragged it all into my dining room, which is my place to organize is my dining room table. And I just took a look at everything I had, and like I've been talking about for a few videos now, I'm working my way through Marie Kondo's books, and I haven't fully done her tidying up system, but I did decide to look at everything and decide, does this spark joy or not, and just hold it in my hand and ask myself that, because we do have so much that at the very least I told myself some of it might turn into drop cloths for some painting projects that I will hopefully be undertaking later in the summer. I get a little nervous about getting rid of things, but on the other hand, once it's in garbage bags, it gets a little easier to think about either folding it and saving it for drop cloths or even actually donating it. But for now, I'm just going to get it into those trash bags. So I looked at everything, and I only decided to keep a collection for my boys of twin sheets and some extra twin sheets for guests if they come, if we need to make up couches or something like that. I have some sets of full sheets for our guest bedrooms, and I kept 3 sets of king sheets for my bed, and then my girls have 2 sets of sheets each for their twin beds, and everything else is going straight out the door. I got a set of flannel sheets for each one of my kids this past year, and that sort of threw my sheet storage system off because it was like this extra set of bulky sheets, but they're so wonderful in the winter. So what I decided to do was take all of our flannel sheets, my husband's and the children's, and keep them all together in one clear plastic bin and store them away, kind of like snow pants or something. So these are not going in with the rest of the sheets. They're just going to live in their own bin, and we'll get those out probably in October. I got a really great deal on these gorgeous Martha Stewart from Macy's flannel sheets, and they are so comfortable. Here are all of the garbage bags of sheets that I've decided that we can live without. I'm so excited to donate them, and I just want to show you, I'm lucky I have these wide hallways, and I have a variety of old thrifted and yard sale dressers that I use to store sheets. This is where I store my sheets. I've got 2 sets that I tie with these ribbons, and then I've got 1 flat sheet that I just couldn't bear to part with because it was such good quality, so I just tucked it in along the side there. And I separated out the pillowcases and only kept the ones that I really, really liked out of everything that I had. The reason I have, a lot is because I got a lot of hand-me-downs when a relative was cleaning. Actually, two relatives were cleaning out their supplies, and I gratefully took everything. But then I just realized it was way, way too much. So that's the dresser where mine are stored. This dresser is also in our hallway, and this is where I keep all the children's sheets. I keep their pillowcases on top. There's a boys' side and a girls' side because the girls have these really sweet matching sheet sets, and the boys have some plain white and blue fitted sheets. I keep the fitted sheets in one drawer and the flat sheets in another because a lot of the year we're using duvets and we don't end up using the flat sheets, which makes it much easier for the kids to make their beds. But I do hang on to a few of them. And then we've got extra mattress pads and our stash of hot water bottles down here, which we will not be needing. It felt so good to get the sheet dilemma sort of solved, at least for now. And then I knew it was time to move on and help my girls get out all of their summer clothes and either give away or put away their winter clothes. Their little wardrobes have gotten pretty chaotic. I started all my kids on a 10-item wardrobe in the fall, and it worked pretty well for the boys. And I'm not exactly sure what happened with the girls. Their clothing seemed to just multiply anyway. We got some more hand-me-downs, and then sometimes they would talk me into going and getting things out of their bins. So their drawers were pretty stuffed, and also all of a sudden the weather is warm and everything was too hot. So for now, my girls each have a bin. I did get rid of a lot of our bins of clothing last summer, I think it was. So they're one bin a piece. And so I went through their drawers and I took out everything winter, and we just looked at everything together and decided on a little wardrobe for the summer season. I did not restrict them to 10 items this time because for summer I find that they're outside playing so much that they could easily change their clothes 2 or 3 times a day, like if we go swimming or if they get really dirty outside. So I relaxed my feelings about that, and they have a lot of play shirts and a lot of play shorts in their drawers. They've each got a drawer full of dresses, and I'm really happy with how much room there is. Just a few pairs, 2 pairs of summer pajamas or so. Just keep it really, really minimal. We did get rid of a lot of things, and I've stored away their winter clothes, mostly for the younger one that she'll grow into them. And now I am off to donate all of these bags of things that I managed to get rid of, and I'm feeling so much lighter and glad to have them out of my life, and my clutter has just gotten a little bit less. I hope this video has inspired you to do the switch of your seasonal clothes for yourself or for your kids, and maybe to take a look at your sheets and get your linen closets a little bit more in order. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know in the comments how you organize your linens and children's clothing. I would love to hear about it, and I will look forward to hearing from all of you in the comments, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.